Good morning, and welcome to Winnipeg. Okay, 15.3 Celsius. Going to be a nice day, I think. Okay, probably about an hour ago, I was sitting in front of my computer and I was thinking, I haven't heard from our friend Jeff Donahue for a while. And so I went on his page, I guess you call it a page, on his channel, and it turns out he has just recently posted another video. And what he's been doing is something that I was getting very interested in about 3 years ago, and that is 3D printing. And what he's doing is he's printing out a model kit. Well, what it is, it's a 1/10 scale of a towed flak gun, and it's going to be quite big when he's finished, from what I can tell so far. I think he said he's got about 300 parts made already, or did he say there are about 300 parts? Anyway, what he's done is he has, I guess he has bought and downloaded all the data so that your 3D printer will print out these parts. And then he mentioned how he's started dabbling with Fusion 360, and I remember about three years ago or so, I was very, very into that. I was spending 2 to 3 hours an evening going through tutorials of trying to learn Fusion 360, and I finally would get it to the place where, I could make something. I could measure something, and I could sort of design it, as long as it was square. Yeah, and it was kind of fun, and the program would let you know, yes, what you have designed is going to work, or no, it won't. As best I remember, that's the way it was. But then it started getting more and more complicated as it got into, like, if I wanted to make this cup, for instance. Yeah, I just, it was just a little bit, I guess the bottom line is I think I might have been just a little bit too low-browed for this high-tech learning curve. And not only that, I did not have a 3D printer that I could actually print something out on. I didn't know if I wanted to go to the expense and so on, and I was hearing horror stories from people that you get your printer would be halfway through, and then all of a sudden something would go wrong, and you'd end up with a box full of spaghetti. So I just thought, I'll just leave it for other people to play with. So it's going to be kind of interesting, Jeff. I don't know if you're listening or not, but I'm very anxious to see what is this towed flak gun of yours going to look like after you get it all assembled and painted up and so on. Something that a person actually printed out themselves. Now if you remember, a year or two ago when Gabe came, and he did these little these little things like that's supposed to be me holding a camera. Oh, and just a coincidence, and it's this cup. And so I know that this sort of thing can be done, but it got too complicated for me. So every once in a while somebody asks me if they thought I'd be interested in getting into 3D printing, but I'm interested, but anyway, let's move on here. Enough about that. All right, we are ready for Missy the dog. Here we go. We got to put these 5 pieces on this module, and then this module is done, as near as I can tell. except for painting the back white. But I'm waiting. I've got several modules that have to be painted white on the inside, and I want to do them all basically at the same time. So that's why I'm not painting them white now. Makes more sense to me. Okay, I guess we'll just recompose here. I think I mentioned this yesterday. I don't know what logical way would be the best to go. Should I put the railing on first, or should I put these little platforms on first? Either way, I'm going to have to be super careful after the first one goes on, because right now I can grab this from, there's no way you're going to break anything. But an hour from now, that's probably going to be a different story, unless I keep talking and we never get at it. So let's recompose and get at it. Okay, pretty much exactly an hour has passed here, and I am getting nowhere. All right, I would think that these platforms would be the easiest to put on. And then we'll be using the holder downer later for the railings. So let me get this out of the way here. Now you can see right here there's a little line that shows where this is supposed to go. Is this line supposed to go on the inside of this platform like that? Yeah, kind of. No, but then it doesn't match up here at this. Well, I'm going to get it approximately right. I think that's what you might call approximately right. Now, if I could come in from the well, actually, what are we not going to be seeing? Because that's the side I like to come in with the CA glue, and just let it wick its way along the bottom. Maybe what I'll do is I will do. If I'd quit bumping it, just let me push stop here for a minute and get my thoughts together. Okay, this is the applicator that I'm going to use for the CA glue. And I don't know if I can improve on the positioning of this part or not. Should it maybe be going up just a little bit on the bottom there? I don't know. Okay, what I'm afraid is going to happen is as soon as I try to apply the glue onto this post and glue the post to the side of the firewall, anyway, this thing, it's going to move. So I think if I use the holder downer here just like this, just put a little pressure on it. That way, when I'm messing around here, it's not going to move on me. Okay, so let's glue this post down, and then we'll worry about how are we going to apply the glue to the other part. Some of it might actually wick its way along. We'll see how it goes here. Okay, they're starting to work on that hole that's right in front of my place, so I'm probably going to pour cement. Alright, see how this is going to go here. Oh, and Missy the dog went out about 5 minutes ago, so she's probably going to come by. There. See if I can build it up just a little bit, get it to go down. This is not. Just hold a little bit of pressure there. I don't know, maybe my holder downer is not quite in the right place here, is it? I'm going to see if I can carefully move it. Should be maybe a little bit further out here, so it's... Ooh, that's gonna bend it. Oh. Okay, is this down? Okay, if that hardens, yeah, and then the other end, it looks like the left end of the platform has dropped a little bit, but I don't think it's glued in place, so I think once this cures, then we should be able to shove this end up a little bit, about 1/10 of a millimeter. Okay. Hello, Missy. Welcome to this noisy world. Yes.
I walked down to the end of town and asked a workman when they're bringing in the cement mixer, and he said, "You'll have to ask the foreman. They never tell us anything." But I noticed how high the asphalt was going to be, and I wondered what they do with the sidewalk, because it's quite low. And they tore up all the sidewalk at the end up to the bus stop, just tore it out. So that's what they'll do. They put in the asphalt, and later
Come on, Missy.
they'll put in the cement to match it.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, I was trying to see what they had done that was different to the drains you were mentioning yesterday, or about the drains, and I could see there that there was going to be a difference in elevation.
Mm-hmm.
What's the matter, Missy?
She's listening to the banging outside.
Yeah, what's going on out there? Yeah.
Missy, stay.
Yeah, stay here. Yeah, we'll close the door. It's distracting you, isn't it? Yeah.
They're on her property.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
She says, "Yep, you can't relent in being alert, Dad. When
Yeah.
you're the guard dog and you're responsible for the pack."
She's not herself here. All right. You remember this? Remember this? I showed this to you last night. Yeah.
I'm getting a tail wag here.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's
Getting a tail wag.
okay. All right, come on back.
Take it and run like a thief.
That's right. Yeah.
The wind is blowing it in from the northeast, and it's blowing the smoke away. Lac du Bonnet is already in the green,
Oh, good.
and the air is cool and clean and sweet this morning. It's going to be beautiful for a motorcycle ride.
Yeah, it will. Well, I'll be doing that later.
We're supposed to go square dancing tonight. I don't feel too much like it right now, but I assume that it'll feel different. Did she eat that bone already?
Yeah, she ate it already. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
we thought it would be harder than that.
Well, it could be that the old ones are dried out. You know? That's it. That's it for today. That's it for today. Yeah.
Okay, let's go out and bite those workmen.
Thank you for coming again, Missy. I hope you like the new treats.
Have a good one.
It's a noisy world out there. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. Now, probably about 15 minutes or so has passed since I put this CA on here. I would think it's cured. I don't think we need to use the curing agent. I think it's probably going to be safe to lift this off. Let's get our macro lens back on and move right in. Okay, I guess this business with the jackhammer is going to eventually stop. Now, we were going to try and move this bottom up just slightly if we can. Maybe I'll get rid of my holder downer here. Okay, now that's just about perfect as far as I can see. Now the whole thing, it looks like maybe it's supposed to be just a little bit more to the left, but we're not going to be able to see that. So let's see if I can hold it down right there like that. I don't think it'll slide back. Now we're going to take some CA and come in on the other little short post right underneath here. It's kind of awkward. It's hard to get both eyes to see it at the same time here. Come on, why won't that come off? I'm having trouble getting the... Well, maybe what I'm going to have to do is I might have to clean the tip on this thing. It might be that it's too filled up with... Yeah, I'm just going to burn that out. I'm going to push stop here for a minute again. Okay, I think it's clear now. You know, I think my holder downer is in the wrong place. I'm wondering. I'm gonna take the holder downer and I'm gonna bring it in from the other side, 180 degrees different. Okay, that's better. I'm much more happy with that. There, I'm starting to get it to build up around the post now. Okay, we'll let that cure and I think it'll probably be okay. As long as I don't catch anything on it. Okay, I know I didn't show it being done, but I came in and I applied quite a bit more CA, and I'm just using some curing agent here now just to let it wick its way along. Whoops. That should do it. Yeah, that should do it. I would imagine in about a minute that's going to be about as strong as it's going to get. Okay, here we are, almost 1 o'clock already. And I haven't heard the compressor running outside, so I guess they're through with the jackhammer, at least on our end of the street. And maybe I should pick this up with something else here. Okay. This one, if I can get it to turn over. Yeah, this one is going to go right about here. And this smaller one is supposed to go come on, right in here, like this. Obviously I'm going to have to tweak this one. I think it would be better to have it the other way so that the photo etch isn't showing. In other words, this edge right here is painted, and I think the same problem on this one here. Yeah, I had this one upside down as well, or the wrong way around, let's put it that way. Oh, come on. Why won't that stay? It just wants to... Oh, I know. Maybe if I was to tilt this whole thing just a little bit, yeah, I could put something under there to hold that up at an angle, and then maybe this would stay. You know what? I'm wasting a lot of time here. I'm wasting a lot of time. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it quits for this afternoon, and I am just so stubborn. Okay, there. Yeah, I'm going to call it quits for this afternoon. I want to get out for a ride. I didn't go out this morning. Yeah, what happens is that late in the afternoon I start getting kind of tired, and I think, oh, I don't feel like it. And so thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.